New hero.
You like a new hero? You
Obsidia.
know Obsidia.
What is that?
You know, I like the passive name of Obsidia. Return to bone.
To
Bone.
To
RTB.
bone?
RTB. Return to bone.
What does that mean?
I don't know. I don't know. But it makes you feel something.
It's provocative.
It's provocative. Return to bone. And now we return to game. ONIC TNC. This is going to be Zyda's back-to-back YSS games. Impressive in game number 2, but this is in different context. They do have a lot of crowd control up early. And look at this. Ryota did lose a lot of HP out of that trade.
Yeah, looking at how this is going to play out too, you know, I like that Lancey has even the Rupture. Like, it's just a little bit of extra burst because I just feel like Aurora doesn't do that much.
Yep.
But maybe the idea here is also playing into Chaknu's Grok to a point where you can say, okay, he gets a tech charge off, or maybe you set up with Lancey with the Frigid Glacier and then they can work together.
It's chain CC, and I think I get it now. I just need to see it in execution. The damage that she deals is deceptively good, like an Eve. You know, like she can let through these spells back to back to back, and next thing you know, like, oh no, Super Prince isn't ready. Super Prince can't fight.
And I think it's also hard to find a proper or perfect timing, especially if you're up against this Aurora, considering that the moment that you drop the Fidget Gazer, it kind of pauses the entire team fight. It's an entire pause button the moment that you see it just spreading throughout the entirety of that AoE. As the 3-mark gets level 4 quite early, this means that they do have a slight advantage here in the upcoming turtle fight.
Okay, so that's almost coming up. You can see the positioning. Lancey's trying to get that level 4. Chaknu doesn't have 2, so those are 2 big ultimates that they would want. But 3-mar having the final slash might be enough. Beacon from Super Friends is going to go in, forcing off Zyda from the turtle. So King Kong will grab that one. They're going to be looking for the next target, and it's 3-mar as he falls. A Frigid Glacier. He's going to have to flicker out. Lancey trying to run. No. They want this passive, and they will get that. Do they get the kill? He's able to get away. Good thing Chaknu was there.
And already you see problems. TNC, because of the Aurora, as I mentioned, would be happy if he's able to let through the skills one at a time, back to back, place that Frigid Glacier where he wants it to. ONIC's lineup doesn't let you do that. If you stand too long, Super Prince will slam you. If you stand too long, Ryota will jump on top of you. If you stand too long, King Kong will put 3 or 4 stacks of the electrifying beats on you and kill you. So TNC just was not going to win that fight, especially since it started with Super Prince compromising Zyda.
Yeah, and TNC Pro Team, they did have the angle early on. They had some XP advantage, but they decided to delay that turtle fight for a bit longer, which meant that ONIC Philippines had access to their ultimates too. Super Prince, though, low HP. ONIC Shocker doesn't really land that much. Now, still, ONIC Philippines holds the gold lead, almost a 2,000 gold lead here.
So I'm surprised, you know, having a 2K gold lead this early in, just off of a kill and an objective, just goes to show too that they're finding wins of other parts of the map. And at this point, it might be up to Chaknu to set things up or at least give the information over.
Yep, because where are they winning this? Where are they getting this? Number 1 turtle, XP lane, you can see how Ryota's bullying 3-mar. Mid, don't even get me started. And I think even the gold, the situation in gold is dire even for Benny because he's outranged by the Granger. Granger has better early game damage output. And you can see he's down by almost 500 gold.
Yeah, you just got to take it in if you're TNC Pro Team. You lost that turtle fight pretty badly. You kind of want to recover, be able to farm up. You still have those turret shields that allows you to at least survive under the turret better. But this turtle, it seems that ONIC Philippines, they won for themselves in TNC Pro Team. The question is if they could contest for this one.
Okay, turtle's up. Second one of the game. It's closer to the gold laners too, so this might be a little bit better for TNC if they actually go ahead and utilize Benny here, but it could even set them back further. Super Prince, popping the beacon. Chaknu's still holding on to the tech charge though, so there he goes. Oh, he's gonna go for it anyway. See the fight going up, and that's a huge final slash from 3-mar. But can they follow through? King Kong's gone. Benny Cutie unleashing. Calro was looking for more, but Zyda, both junglers down. And so ONIC with the advantage will just take the turtle. Oh, that's so unfortunate. 3-mar with a final slash.
Again, symptoms of what we originally diagnosed TNC's lineup with. and it affects their execution. They need to layer their skills. A lot of what they're asking for needs setup, and they got it via the flicker tech charge and that final slash by 3mar, but there's only so much payoff you can get at 5 minutes from a carry.
That's true.
And that's not something that Kelra needs. Again, Kelra has better damage output at this point in the game.
And looking at the replay from that entire fight, that was a near perfect engage coming in from TNC Pro Team. Not only did Shaknu get the jungler before the turtle fight, but 3mar already expended that flicker to for a 4-man final slash. And even with a perfect setup like that, they only had so much damage. Just like you said, Leo, they couldn't really translate that into things that they want.
Yeah, it was so unfortunate. Such a good setup, but when you don't have the damage to follow through with that setup, it's just falls apart.
Where's the payoff? You could have an amazing joke and then the punchline not hit, and then you still feel bad.
Yeah, and so far for TNC Pro Team, things are not looking great. Here comes AOG coming in from Brusco, facing Benny Cutie in a potential 1v1.
Okay, Benny just going off. The Revitalize is there, and yep, it's just a little too late. Brusco still alive with the Revitalize, so that's unfortunate for Benny. Gonna put him further back.
Oh, frustrated. Benny Cutie looks like he wants a break out of that 2v1. And now that turret will be falling up top. TNC Pro Team, they do lose one turret for that trade downstairs.
So, again, you can't blame Benny. What he was doing was pushing that lane so that they wouldn't have to lick their wounds so much for the previous losses. The 2 turtles as well. And now this does allow ONIC to keep this 5k gold lead very strong. But that doesn't fix the fact that TNC, the payoff isn't there just yet. I guess Benny Cutie's at what, 2 items now? And I think they still need that Swift Trinity to really get what they want, even with a perfect setup.
Oh, that's unfortunate. 3mar gonna get dragged back to his death. You lose the final slash, you lose your life. Kelra will pick up a kill. They're now focusing on Lancey. There's the passive, but they're going to be able to follow through with a shot from a double from Kelra right under the tier 2. Riota does go down, and now Kelra looking for a triple kill. He'll find it as he takes out Chaknu.
Oh man, disastrous sequence of events here for TNC Pro Team. Not only did they expend crucial battle spells, but they lost 3 lives in that entire fight.
What TNC is doing here is something that they wish they did in game number 1. They're taking their losses, but are also immediately going for reparative course of actions. You'll see that Zyda and Benny were not where that big loss happened, but just the same, they're also doubting how far deep they can go into the map. And that's because ONIC now have gone more than a 5,000 gold lead. What that translates to is a full item on your cores. A full item or almost components. Oh my god, Zyda still got it right. Half an item or components on those non-cores, which means they're literally fighting from a different age in time. TNC are fighting with picks and axes while ONIC have straight up automatic shotguns.
And that's just straight up cheating, man.
This is firepower difference, and it's as if they didn't have that damage problem early on.
Oh, they're jumping in again. Unbreakable on the taunt. Chaknu with tech charge. Frigid Glacier was already dropped down. This is all fighting under the turret. We're still with the holy shields. And they'll cut him off. Again, that's just how much of a lead ONIC has. Chaknu, is he going to be able to get away here? A shot from Kelra. Destinata's looking for more. They get the holy shield. That's all they wanted.
5v4 underneath your own turret, and you still got sent back.
Yeah.
That is what I'm talking about, the technological difference.
It's the artillery damage as well coming in from ONIC Philippines. A great engage coming in from that AOG from Brusco. You usually don't see that anymore. Let's be honest. People don't use the Avatar of the Guardian to start fights anymore. But Brusco was just so brave. He knew that he could land at least just one, you know?
One could say he RD'd the AOG.
What? He RD'd?
He RD'd the AOG.
What's RD?
He hit it raw.
Yeah.
He just straight up like, I'm going to do it here.
I'm going to do it here.
RD.
Yeah, he did. He RD'd it, you know?
First the MO, now the RD.
You know I'm going to do it. What are you going to do? What is your response?
You back off, apparently, if you're TNC Pro Team. And now with this first lord of the game, TNC Pro Team, it seems that they still have some sort of control around their purple buff, which means that they could at least set something up potentially to fight against this lord. But I feel like if you're up against an ONIC Philippines with a 7k gold lead, you try to get one man down and you're out.
No, they shouldn't try to get one man down. What Chapnu is doing is he's distracting ONIC to try and get a response, slow down this Lord take, and then eventually he might pay for his life. Oh no!
Oh, Chaknu.
Oh, he's fine.
Okay. He'll defensively
No.
tech charge, but he's tracked back by Super Prince. But luckily for him, he gets away. Didn't have to burn the flicker either, but Lord secured now for ONIC.
And this is eventually what they should really do, right? TNC, they know that the damage is done. They know that they're down almost 10k gold. What they should do is slow it down, try to get more on Benny. He's not even in his Swift Trinity yet.
Yeah.
And then use these shields in mid and then in top eventually to max efficiency. Clear these waves, get rid of the Lord. Luckily, their wave clear, I'm looking at it, assessing it, it's fine. It's better than ONIC, I'll say.
At least they have the Earthen Rampart here. Chaknu could delay this Lord if he wanted to, but it seems that he's not going to go for that call. Tectonic Charge and the Flicker is available, but it seems that he's not going to pull that off just yet. They're going to be able to defend the mid lane, but bottom lane looks to be in trouble next. ONIC Philippines, complete in their battle spells, might just be able to extend this siege to, I think, 2 more minutes.
Yeah, they get all the shields down. So holy shields are gone. Counter, hopefully that Rampart. The next sights here on the space turret. Super Prince jumps in with the beacon. Chaknu, where is he gonna go? Lancey in trouble. Still holding on to the passive, but they'll go in and get the turret. Look for this bottom one as well. Kelra taking a couple shots. 3 more goes in the final slash, but he's in trouble. He goes down, and now Chaknu's gonna follow. A double for Kelra, making it a possible triple. Passive already gonna be there.
No.
Benny jumps forward, doesn't have enough to take out Kelra. And ONIC already knows, as 4 are down, it's only Zaida. As he faces off the full force of the Super Fam, they'll clean it up, take the game, and take the series.
A 2-1 victory for ONIC.